Okay, we're going to do a few key terms for the last part of our sugya. Last part of our sugya is in Aramaic, and it has a few what we call technical terms, which means that what they tell you is more than just what the literal word means. So, first, nema, and its cousins, ema, tema, and lema. So, they are forms of the Aramaic word for to say. Now, they look kind of like the Hebrew versions, except without the resh at the end. But ema, with an aleph, I say. Tema, you say. Nema with a nun, we say. And lema with a lamed, to say. The trick is, these are conditional. That means it's can we or could we say, or maybe we can say. Usually, this term will introduce an idea or an explanation that's going to be rejected. Could we say that all Schechter students are 10 feet tall? No, of course not. The doors are only 7 feet tall, and the chairs are normal size. So, not always, we'll see one exception, but usually it's to introduce a rejected opinion. Tiyuvta, refutation. That means we were discussing somebody's opinion, now we've brought another source that shows definitely that guy's view is wrong. Okay, tiyuvta. Next, asmechinhu. Asmechinhu, the mouthful, but the word asmachta just means to lean or to attach. Okay, and asmechinhu means we have something that already exists, but we're kind of attaching it hooking it onto something else. So we have something that existed before, and now we're expanding it or adding to it by attaching it onto something else. Okay? Asmachta and asmechinhu. They attached or leaned it. Them, I guess. Okay. Here, this aleph down here, an a as a prefix means al, on. Okay? So if you had this word kisei, and you notice the word kisei, you say, ooh, cool, I know that word, how exciting. You would say, oh, is a prefix. So kisei, which just means al kisei. Okay, so look for that aleph as a prefix in our sugya. And last, this little set of 3 terms. Emalach, again, the I'd say to you. Emalach, this is the exception that I was talking about, is a response. Could you say such da-da-da? No, I'd say to you, here's what I'd say. Here's how I'd respond to you. Now, lo tema hachi. Means if. So, tema, you say. If you don't say this, that means if you don't agree with what I said, then you have another problem. It will go on to say, if you don't say this, then okay? And finally, ella, rather. This introduces the final answer. Right? So when you see ella, that's going to be the answer to the question. That's going to be the accepted answer to the question. Okay? So we have nema and ema, tema, lema, the conditional. We have tiyuvta, sort of refutation, rejection. We have asmachta, leaning or attaching something onto something else. We have that prefix al, right? Looking for the aleph at the beginning of the word as a prefix. And then emalach, I'd say to you. Lo temahachi. If you don't say that, then. And finally, ella. So I'm going to give you, in the Google form, a few questions to answer just to make sure that you've got this. And with that, you will be ready to do the last part of our sugya.